Find the domain of the function f of x equals to 1 over radical 2x minus 1 minus radical of 1 minus x square. To find the domain of this function, we have to consider two cases. The first one is 1 over radical 2x minus 1, and the second one is radical of 1 minus x square. So considering the first one, let's find the first domain. Now when you see 2x minus 1, it is under the radical, and it's also a denominator function, so 2x minus 1 has to be greater than 0, 2x greater than 1, and x is greater than 1 over 2. This is the first domain. The second one is, to find the second domain, we have to consider radical of 1 minus x square. 1 minus x square has to be greater than or equal to 0. Now factorizing 1 minus x square by applying the difference of the square formula, we will have 1 minus x multiplied by 1 plus x, and this has to be greater than or equals to 0. Now, so as to solve this one, what we have to do is I use one method called zigzag line method. Now we have to draw a straight line, and the zeros of the two factorized form are 1 and negative 1. So we have to write negative 1 first and 1 next according to the increasing order. Now if you see the leading coefficient is negative, so for a negative leading coefficient, our zigzag line will start just to the right below the straight line, that is this particular point. So we have to draw a zigzag line crossing the 2 points. After we draw this zigzag line, when you see the inequality says greater than or equals 0, so it must be a region above the horizontal line, and that region is located right here. So this is the second domain. The second domain is x is that x is in between negative 1 and 1, including negative 1 and 1, that is a closed interval negative 1 1 is the second domain. But our objective is to find the domain of the entire function. We have this first domain and we have the second domain. So the domain of the entire function would be the intersection of the two domains. Now, so as to find the intersection of the two domains, let's write down the reference points in an increasing order. And we have negative 1 and 1 from the second domain. We have 1 over 2 from the first domain. And the first domain says it is greater than 1 over 2. The second domain says any numbers between negative 1 and 1, and this is the region. Now, where is the intersection region? You can clearly see from this graph that the intersection region will be a region which is like this. So the domain of the entire function will be x is that x is in between 1 over 2 and 1, excluding 1 over 2 and including 1. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe.